Hey, good afternoon, Stop Doing Nothing fans. Today is Tuesday, May 3rd, about 1:30 Central Time in the afternoon. And I really dig this live stream thing. And if you guys dig it also, please share it with me. Please share a comment below. And I'm not sure it's so much that I suck at words. It's just that I do a lot better with the whole live streaming thing, a whole better with video. And anyways, I think sometimes my brain functions too fast for me to actually sit there and write. So me sharing my thoughts with you this way works out perfectly. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you more of a picture person or a video person or a written word? Either way, as long as you guys keep liking and sharing these and watching these, my view count was pretty decent yesterday. I'll keep sharing them with you. And as always, as you watch this live or as you watch this later, drop a comment below as to your name, where you're watching from, how you found Stop Doing Nothing, whether you're a regular reader, whether you're on the email list at stopdoingnothing.com, which you should be. If you're more of a texter, because I can set up so you guys can text in to be on the email list to get updates, especially when I do live streams also if you want to. As a matter of fact, leave a comment below if you'd like that. If you'd like me to text you when I go live because you like this content, let me know and I'll set up a texting number because I've already got one. I should set up another one, but I'll set it up and then I can text you guys like 5 or 10 minutes before I go live and you can watch. This theme today we're going to be talking about is a continuation of what we were talking about yesterday, is that I had an article published, my second one on success.com. I'm a huge fan of Darren Hardy, and if anybody could hook up a drink with Darren Hardy and I'd be grateful. But I'm a huge fan of Darren Hardy, huge fan of the magazine, the paper magazine, and the online magazine at success.com. And so I reached out to them a while back, asked if I could write for them. Long story short, yes, I can write for them on occasion. And so I had another article hit the presses yesterday. It's called The 5 Non-Negotiable Disciplines of a High Achiever. And if you haven't had a chance yet, go read that. There's a link to it in the Stop Doing Nothing page. It's on the homepage of success.com. And it talks about 5 things that I've learned that I had to be disciplined with over the years to accomplish some great things. And I'd love to say I'm a billionaire, but I'm not. I'm not even a millionaire. But these are just the things I've learned that help me do better things with myself, my body, my family, my wife, my daughter, and my friends and my business. And so I thought for the rest of the week, what I could do is I could do a live stream and cover my thoughts on these and a little bit more. And so if you haven't done so yet, pull up this article at success.com, and it's called The 5 Non-Negotiable Disciplines of a High Achiever, was published yesterday. It's had something like 13,600 Facebook shares, 167 Twitter shares. So it's right there at the top. The article is probably one of the better articles on their homepage right now. So if you haven't had a chance, go through and read that. And the first discipline I list here, and this is the only one we're going to talk about today, only one of the disciplines, is the discipline of believing. And it says, most of us think about doing great things. And again, this is an article I wrote. Most of us think about doing great things. The difference between the average person and the high achiever is a commitment to belief. Because possessing the unqualified belief, that's a very important phrase, unqualified belief, that you are capable of doing something is the first step to achieving it. I like the way Will Smith puts it. He, in one of his videos online, he actually says this, which was pretty cool. I'm a big Will Smith fan. There's a redemptive power that making a choice has. Decide what you're going to be, who you're going to be, and then how you're going to do it. From that point on, the universe is going to get out of your way. And then I wrap up that first one with, when you commit, really commit to a choice, then everything else will fall into place to make it happen for you. Your decisions will be guided by your mindset. Now, I have to admit, this one is not always an easy one for me because I'm a cynical son of a bitch. And what that means is I consume so much information, and I read a lot, and I watch a lot, and I spend a lot of time online, as I'm sure you do. That's why you watch this. And there's just so much crap out there in the world that's fake, that's false. There's so many scams in real life, in direct mail, on the internet, on TV. There are entire news stories sometimes that are completely fabricated. And so it's made me a very cynical son of a bitch. I rarely believe anything I read on the internet anymore, especially things that are shared around or go viral on the internet. And so when it comes to things like making money or doing exercise or believing that someone's accomplished a certain thing, this first one right here, the discipline of believing, this one is a hard one for me because I'm so cynical. I just don't believe so much. And so when I see things like when I got involved in creating like an online course or marketing online or doing things a certain way or going to the gym a certain way. I didn't believe that certain people accomplished certain things or certain people had certain results because I was so cynical. And people that did have that belief, that thought everything was sunshine and were farting rainbows, and those kind of people annoyed me. And then I really realized, though, that those people that were believing things and doing things, even if they didn't know how the outcome was going to be, they were making greater strides in life than I was. So here I was back in my chair, being a cynical son of a bitch, basically judging the world, not believing anything I saw online, saying that's not going to work, that'll never happen. That's stupid. Why are you working on that? Because that's a scam. And meanwhile, the people that were working on things that I thought couldn't win, that couldn't help them accomplish great things, they were making greater strides in things than I was. So again, it's the classic case of the person trying something and failing is always making greater progress than the person standing back watching the trier. And so this is the first discipline that you have to have in order to be what I call a high achiever. And I'm really hung up on that phrase, high achiever. That's the entire reason I created Stop Doing Nothing, is to help people be better high achievers. But you have to believe the unqualified belief, and that's a very phrase, not just a regular belief, an unqualified belief that a certain thing can be accomplished. And that is the first part of anything in the world before you do it. Can I make $1 million? Let's say not unqualified belief, because, can I build a rocket and make myself go to Mars? No, you can't. That's bullshit. We all know that. However, when you see that people have done certain other things or in the world, in the planet that we live on, realize that if you believe you can do that same thing, if you believe and if you act, believing is not enough. Believing and acting on it, you can accomplish it. But if you don't believe it, if you're going to be a cynical son of a bitch like I was, you are never, ever going to get there. So the first thing I have to do nowadays before I accomplish anything is believe it's actually possible. Does somebody else have $1 million? Well, you know what? I believe that I can make $1 million. Does somebody else have $10 million? I believe that. Did somebody else lose, 50 pounds over the past year? Like Peter Shankman, great online PR guy in New York. A lot of you may know Peter Shankman if you're in business. Can I be cynical about that, or can I see someone like that losing that weight and know it's possible? Of course it's possible. Can I see someone shaving time off of doing a 5K? Of course it's possible. Do I believe that it's possible to travel all 50 states in my lifetime or hit, 50 countries in my lifetime? Of course it's possible. But the thing is you have to believe it first and then work backwards from the belief to build the action it takes to accomplish that same thing. And I'm sure I'm not telling you something new. Everyone that watches these videos, that's on the fan page. And by the way, if you're tuning in now and you're still watching, make sure you drop a comment below about your name and where you're watching from. All of you are smart people, and all of you know this, and it gets beat into your heads over and over and over again, especially if you read stuff like StopDoingNothing.com or Success Magazine or Entrepreneur. You have to believe first and then act. But it's having that unqualified belief and that continuous optimism is that will help you accomplish great things. So again, go read that article. I will try to tune in next week and talk about discipline number 2, the discipline of eliminating interruptions. And here I am interrupting your day. Hopefully it's a worthwhile interruption. But that first discipline, the discipline of believing, I wanted to cover that today. If you haven't had a chance yet, again, watch this video in its entirety. Help me out and like and share this video if it was useful for you, or if you just have a friend that needs a good kick in the ass. I'm always good for a good kick in the ass. And always share the fan page. And of course, go read the article on success.com. I'm not working on my next article for them yet, but this is my second one I've had in there. If you click on my name up there, I'm pointing at someplace you can't see. If you click on my name, you can go back and read my previous article also, which was Don't Have a Plan B Because It Distracts from Plan A. Believe it or not, I actually got that phrase from a Will Smith rap song. But I see we're coming up on 9 minutes. Are there any questions anyone have for me below on the live stream? Because if not, I will wrap this up and let all of us get back to our days or our casual Facebook browsing that we were doing before. By the way, if you are wondering where this article is, you can find it on the fan page here. And if you go to the homepage of success.com and scroll down, it is, let me see. Oh, goodness gracious, it's actually not on the homepage anymore. Can't believe those guys did that. Oh, there it is. You have to scroll down a little bit more. There's a big orange banner in the middle, and then you scroll down underneath that, and then on the right side it's columns and authors, and on the left side I am the second article down. It's one of their most shared, most liked recent articles on the website. So it's doing very well, and that's all because of you and your friends and your friends' friends, things like that. Hey, as always, thanks for watching. If you ever have any questions for me that you want me to answer, even anonymously, go to the Stop Doing Nothing fan page, and there's a place there for you to send me a message. And when you send me those messages, it'll pop up and notify me. And on a future live broadcast, I will answer your particular question. As always, make sure that you are focused on getting something done today. Make sure that you are killing distractions like social media, except for when I'm on social media. And if you are interested in me setting up a way for you to text in and get notified when I do a live broadcast, let me know and I will set that up. And so on future broadcasts, I will tell you how you can text in and get notified when I go live. Until next time, watch, love, share, be a high achiever. I love all of you. This is Patrick, and we will talk again soon.